Episode 61. Welcome.
Welcome.
Should change the name of this fucking show to the Sunday Morning Hangover Podcast.
Are you hungover today?
Always on Sundays.
Shit.
No, I'm not hungover. Just could have used a little bit
rough.
more sleep.
A little rough?
More sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, can be.
Fuck yeah.
Kids don't give a fuck if you were drinking.
No. Stay
Stay. Good girl.
Sally.
Good girl.
All right. Well,
Hold
as
on
you
right
guys
now.
can see, no whiskey today. We are drinking Sol.
Yeah, we're drinking beer.
Yeah.
I have a couple brewskis.
I was on my way over and I was like, you got beers? I wasn't in a whiskey morning.
I don't blame you. I'm glad that you suggested this because I could definitely use a beer.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give mine a few minutes to
Sure.
settle.
Yeah. Your pour was a little more aggressive than mine.
You gotta exfoliate the bubbles.
Yeah. I
I'm
had
sure
to do
none
it
of those
very-
words work together, but I made them work.
It sounds about right. I still remember when you showed us that video. It was like how to properly pour a beer,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes so much fucking
I
sense.
know you never think it would, but it does.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good for your stomach. It's good for your beer. It's good for everyone.
It's good for
everyone fucking
And
wins.
I never really thought they do fucking pump a little more carbonation in there so that when you do pour it out,
It's fresh.
yeah, it's not
it makes sense.
flat.
Yeah, I know. It makes total sense. I hope everyone had a good Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Today is Halloween.
Yeah, that we're recording, but
Yeah.
this is after the fact. Last week was before.
I'm diving in. I'm
All right.
sorry. I
Cheers,
can't
buddy.
wait. I can't wait.
CJ's fucking amped.
I'm just gonna get drunk, stay here till 3:00, drive home, and then
Get drunk, then drive home.
no, I'm gonna have a nap.
Yeah. Sleep it off.
Yeah, sleep it off, and then drive home for hockey. Hope you don't mind.
Is this the first? We did a Vizzy, correct? That was it. Cooler. Is this the first beer review?
Yeah,
I think it might be.
because we've done non-alcoholic.
We did non-alcoholics, but that was just for like 7.8, whatever.
Yeah,
There's the
This
full
is
review.
this is an actual review, and it's gonna be tough. Like, how do you do the virgin? Like
It's gonna
first
be
sip,
yeah.
and
gonna be
just like Will Ferrell said in Old School, once it touch your lips, it's so good.
Shout out to Frank the fucking Tank.
Oh fuck, man.
That's such an underrated movie. I wouldn't say underrated. I think at the time it
No,
was this thing, but it's one of those movies you forget about as like one of the best comedy movies
And then
ever.
you just catch it on like TV at one
You're
point.
like, I forgot how fucking good this
Yeah.
movie is.
Yeah, one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, it's up there for sure. It's so fucking good, man.
fucking crazy, man.
You got a dart in your neck.
Do you know how crazy you sound?
I like you. I like you, man. Yeah, I don't know.
I think
It is what it is.
yeah, at least for me, like usually the first sip of any beer is like it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah. So
I-
judge it accordingly.
I just reached heaven.
Yeah.
I'm in
You
Valhalla.
Oh, you're going to Viking heaven too. You're going hardcore heaven.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love Vikings, man.
Interesting shit. My virgin is an 8.7.
8.7. Nah, mine's up there. 8.8.
8.8.
Yeah.
My reasoning is with you, it's like the first sip of a beer, especially if you're
It's
craving
cold.
a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cold. I always forget how good Sol is. You can only get it at the beer store, right?
Hit and miss. Sometimes the LCBO.
Really, eh?
I bought 2 cases of Sol all summer and I looked for it all summer.
Hmm.
It was sold out
Alright.
every time I went looking for it.
So you've gotten it at the LCBO before?
That was the beer store I got it at, but I've
Okay.
seen it at an LCBO. I'm
Huh.
pretty sure.
Yeah, because we went to the LCBO. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get like a 6-pack of Sol or whatever. I forget where we were going. It wasn't
Yeah.
anything crazy, but I'm like, I don't think the LCBO has it. But they usually they have Corona and all that shit, and I think Sol's more popular these days.
I would say it is so underrated as
It
like
really
just
is.
as a any time of year too. Like it's obviously more geared towards like or marketed as a summertime beer.
Yeah.
I drink it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's fucking so good.
Yeah.
It's flavorful. It's like better than a Canadian or like a standard Canadian lager you would get.
I'm actually not loving Coronas these days.
Neither am I.
They're they get skunky real quick.
So the way to mitigate that, I've found, is if you
Just
should
don't buy it.
yeah, just don't buy the fucking shitty beer.
Yeah.
You should buy it from the beer store and
Okay.
buy it as a 2-4.
Okay.
Because if you notice the boxes of Sol and Corona, although I did hear that Sol does something with their beer where it doesn't go skunky.
Yeah, because I heard that it's the clear glass
That makes it go
skunky quicker.
That's why even bottles of Moosehead, like green bottles and Heineken and stuff like that, they can go skunk too, because it's still
quick.
Technically a clear bottle, right?
Yeah.
It's just a little bit tinted green.
Yeah, it's not that dark brown ember.
Yeah, it's not blackout shades.
Yeah.
So buy a case from the beer store, because if you next time you go, look, the cases are so sealed.
Yeah, it's like
They're
just
far,
a slit in the
not even in
middle.
the top, because that's
Not
like
anymore,
no,
right?
because on a regular case they can afford to do that, but even just that little slit will let light in and skunk half the beer.
Fuck.
So I've had very good success with Coronas buying them out of the beer store and just buying a 2-4, not a 12-pack or anything like that. Just
Okay.
get a 2-4 because it's pretty sealed. You bring it home and it's been good all year for me. But when you buy the open ones, or like the ones that have taken out of the 6-pack,
shit, yeah.
God knows where they've been. They're probably sitting in a car for 10 hours and they're like, let's just throw this on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they've been sitting on the shelf for who knows how long.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my
That's
little
good to know.
tidbit for you.
I
And
didn't really know
I
that.
bet you'll notice a difference. I would say you probably would for sure.
Okay.
Are we moving along here with this shit?
Yeah, I actually really like the smell of it.
Olfactory. What's your olfactory rating? Smell.
It's like, what? My smell's going to be an 8.5.
I'm going to be like a 7.5 because it just smells like a beer to me. It smells better than most beer. It's a little sweeter smelling,
Yeah.
but it's like,
I like it because it's not harsh. I haven't really drank beer in a while, so I don't really have anything to compare to right off the top of my head.
fair enough. It's unoffensive though.
Yeah, and it smells good.
Yeah, it sure does. Flavor is pretty good for me, as far as because this
it's
is
a
just
great
like
casing beer.
this is just like a lager, easy drinking shit.
Is it a lager?
I would classify it as one. It's, I don't know, whatever they call it in Mexico, cerveza, but that just means beer.
Yeah, I was gonna say that just means
Sorry.
beer, but contains barley. It's literally all it says.
This was brewed in Toronto, though.
Really?
Yep, it says right on the bottle, Molson Coors, Canada, Toronto.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Well, it makes sense. It's like why they build cars in other countries.
Yeah.
Because they build them where people buy it, as opposed to like
True.
building it in a country and then spending all the money
True.
to ship it.
I was actually listening to was it Two Bears, One Cave with Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura. I was listening to that podcast, I think, and they were talking about like marketing, and it's like, I think they brought up Corona. You don't see Corona like targeting like Mexicans. They target us.
Yeah, they target the gringos.
Yeah, because we're the ones always drinking it.
Yeah.
Like we always want it. And then it's like you see Molson Canadian, they target like everybody else except us.
Because they know you're going to drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they target everybody else that they want to drink it because they know everybody else is going to, like, their actual demographic is going to drink it.
I have a theory that Molson Canadian is going to go the way of the dodo bird shortly. Like it's going
to go away?
It's going to become very unpopular, I think. This
I
is
think
probably
it
a very
kinda
bad
already
theory.
is.
I think it's so the example I'm using is Molson X used to be extremely popular. Like as common as Canadian is now,
Right.
30 years ago.
Really?
But it's an older generation that drinks it. They stop drinking beer, they die off.
It's like
They don't pass it down. Labatt Blue is another one,
Yeah.
right? Beers go through ebbs and flows, but Labatt Blue was so fucking popular.
Yeah, my dad used my
So
dad
my
and
parents used to
uncle
drink, yeah.
all the time.
Every time there's a case of beer at my grandfather's house, it was blue
Yep.
forever. Now look, like
I saw my brother drink it once and he thought he was cool. Like he's like, "Oh, guess what I bought?" I'm like, "What?"
the most popular beer
like-
of all time.
I bought Labatt Blue. I'm like, Why?
Why would you do such a
It's
thing?
like he'll go out and be like, "Oh, got me a case of Laker." I'm like,
Great.
cool. Like, are you in high school? Can you not afford better beer? Like,
I like so I put it down to Molson Canadian feels like its demographic is like people that are 50 plus right now for the most part of people that do drink it.
yeah,
You don't see a lot of young people drinking Molson Canadian. Like
No.
I often, if I go to a beer and I'm just going to get a draft or something, I will get a Canadian.
same.
I don't dislike the beer at all, but it's not like
I just there's if I'm under pressure, I'm ordering a Canadian. If I have
Yeah.
a couple minutes
because it's like,
to like,
you know what you're going to get.
if I have
Right?
a couple minutes to see like what they have on tap or
Might change
like,
it up.
yeah, I'll probably order something else. Now, to go off of what you're saying, do you think restaurants, bars, and all that shit, you're gonna see them go more with kind of what the fuck, like the craft beers,
See, I don't know if I don't
like
know.
Flying Monkey and shit like that?
I don't know. I don't. Those beers usually you get on like as like cans of beers, like so they don't really put them on tap too often
No,
because they have to think about shipping those beers out, right?
Yeah.
They don't want the kegs to go off and then fucking lose inventory on that. I don't know what's going to replace it, and it could be like, it could be something that's like floating around right now that like I don't think it's going to be replaced by craft. I just mean like as the number. So like Molson X was really popular.
Yep.
It was always on tap everywhere, and now you don't see it on tap.
Nope.
Can't even get a bottle of it. It's hard to find.
Yep.
Labatt Blue, the exact same thing. I just think it's going to be like that. It'll still be around, but it'll just be replaced by like another generic sort of type of beer.
Okay,
That's more what I'm saying.
you just think something.
Like something will come along that like
Some
it-
news
it,
coming
It could
and-
even still be here. Like it could be
Yeah.
in circulation right now, and then
Yeah.
it just picks up, and then
Yeah.
this one dies off
Okay,
as like our generation moves through
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ranks.
yeah.
Or maybe it does switch over to full on craft, and the hipsters have won at that point.
yeah.
Hipsters have their
Although,
way.
like, I'm a pretty big fan of the craft beers. To be
I am
honest,
too.
like, they're fucking good.
I was working
a
out
lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Like,
I was working out of town last week and we went to a brewery in Perry Sound. I've never heard of it.
what's it called?
It's called Trestle.
Okay.
I've never even seen their cans, but big brewery. They have a ton of beers.
There are so many breweries like everywhere,
Yeah.
and you just don't know. Like,
But
it's five.
This one was really fucking good.
Really? Eh?
Yeah, like we did a little flight to sample them all.
Yeah.
They had a stout that was like 9%.
Jesus.
And it was like tasty. It was like
Oh, that's good.
a chocolatey coffee flavor to it.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
I could fucking get around
Yeah,
that.
I think you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd find your way around it. So
yeah.
good food. But then there's also like, don't get me wrong, there's also a bunch of breweries that are fucking dog shit.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
like
there's
that
so many, and
but
not
there's so
every
many.
single one can be a top shelf.
So like this Trestle, like I would say like just the shit that I drank from them, like, and they do like a couple German type style beers. They do a few other ones.
Yeah.
Just haven't seen them on the shelves, but that's not to say that if I walked through the LCBO or beer store in Perry Sound, that I'm sure would be on their shelves there, right?
I was gonna say I know for like the LCBO, or I've heard, I should say, because I've never personally looked into it. I think it's really hard to get your alcohol, whatever it is, listed or sold by the LCBO.
You have to pay for shelf space.
I don't even think it's like just to get it. So like, because you can go on there and like special order shit.
Yeah.
Like just to get on there. Like never mind like being
Never mind
in
actually
a
being
store,
on a shelf. Yeah. Okay. So
just to get in with like this I guess like the stock or
it's extremely difficult.
yeah.
There's
Like the process is fucked.
there's wineries in Niagara that sell like expensive bottles of wine.
Yeah.
Like upper echelon wine that
Yeah.
can't get in the LCBO. That are like
Really?
award-winning wines that are like retail for like $40 to $50 bottles of wine, but you can only buy it at the winery or have them ship it to you.
That's
They
fucked.
can't even get in the LCBO.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That's why you don't have a racket. You know what I mean? Like that's why you get rid of all this shit
Yeah.
and just go back to fucking make it all private.
It's a big fucking money maker though.
I know it is. Government troop.
The mafia.
Yeah, the government.
Literally.
The
It's
government.
the greatest mafia of all time. They took over. I just noticed that the top of their bottle has these like little like bumps. What the fuck? That's kind of sick. That's different. Like matches the cap.
Motherfucker. It does.
Yeah. Jesus. That's how my head's working tonight, like this morning.
You're clearing out cobwebs too.
Yeah. I didn't even fucking do anything.
I'm going 8.9 on the flavor because I got on this trail.
Yeah.
And I got very sidetracked.
Yes. Yeah, we did.
Maybe hours ago. I don't even know what day it is.
I think it's Monday.
Probably.
I'm gonna mimic that.
It's got a lot of flavor for just a standard off the shelf lager.
And like a light Canadian beer and stuff.
Yeah. Very good.
Nice light beer. Yeah, I'm gonna mimic that 8.9. Smoothness, like.
Yeah.
Can you pass me the thing?
The soap.
Like, yeah. What? Like, okay. This is what I have to ask you. Well, how are you gonna do the smoothness? Because like it's a beer. It can't be a 10
in comparison to other beers, because there's beers that are not smooth that you can like fucking choke on.
Yeah,
like hoppiness and shit.
Yeah, but you also get like those higher alcohol content beers. Like you had that 9% one where you tried.
That was extremely smooth though.
Yeah, right? But there's others that aren't.
No.
And you'll fucking gag on.
So in comparison to all the beers that I've drank, some smooth and some not smooth, that's what I'm basing it off of. I'm just basing it off of in the beer world that I know.
Okay.
Now, that said, a basic beer in the beer world is probably a fucking minimum 9 off the shelf anyways.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to put this right around there, like 9.1.
Yeah.
Maybe higher. Like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It could be like 9.4. It's a fucking beer.
It's a beer.
Like,
yeah.
I'm just hesitant to mark anything as a 10.
Same.
So why don't I just
There's
go
always
ahead.
Something better.
I'll just go 9.7 on the smoothness then.
Holy fuck.
It's extremely high drinkability.
You're right.
And this is just in the beer world.
Sure.
This is just in the beer world.
I'm going to mimic that 9.7 because your justification is great because we're not in the liquor world. We're in the beer world right now.
And you can only think about it in that context.
Yeah. And like you said, drinkability.
Jesus Christ.
Yard sale, bro. Fuck. As drinkability, it's you could fucking drink this all day.
Mm-hmm.
Could you stand up at the end? Probably not, but that's a different story.
And the thing I find with Souls is that you don't even need to switch off them. Because like I find like
sometimes, yeah.
If I like load up for like a cottage weekend and I get like a case of Canadian, I also want to get a case of something else just to break it up because I don't want to drink Canadian all day.
Nope.
I could drink these all day.
Yeah. Easy.
Wake up, crack them.
Easy.
Have at it. All right, give me your finish then.
My finish is also high because there's no bad aftertaste.
Yes, and that can be a problem in the beer world.
Like you have a beer and sometimes after you're like, what the fuck? Like
gross.
I gotta fucking brush my teeth or like eat something to get this shit out of my mouth. And I don't have that with this. So again, I think the finish is also gonna be slightly like high as well. I'm gonna go 9.5 on the finish.
That's totally fair. I'm gonna go 9.3.
Yeah.
And again, just based on other beers, because you're right. There's beers where like you take a sip and you want to fucking scrub your tongue after. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. Do you guys have Listerine so I can fucking
get this
chug that for a second and
devil out of my mouth?
Still keep my buzz going. But oh fuck, I'm so glad you had beers.
We can have more.
Nah, I shouldn't.
We have the technology.
I was driving past like driving here and I'm like, is there a beer store like on the way?
Oh, you know, a quick hack for that. If you're up in my area, go to Walmart.
What?
So Walmart,
they
have a very good beer aisle.
Really?
And it's refrigerated.
Wow.
And then the ones that aren't refrigerated is like more crafty and European beers, but still get home, throw them in the fridge. And their wine aisle, like if you were ever in a pinch. And the nice thing about Walmart is that they start selling their beer like 9 a.m.
Yeah, because I'm like, no beer store is going to be open. They don't open until...
That's your little workaround.
Actually, it was like 10, right? They open at 10 now, don't they?
Some of them, 10, 11.
10, 11.
I don't know what their Sunday hours are.
Neither do I. It's probably like 1 o'clock. Knowing my luck.
Probably closed.
Yeah.
But yeah, go to a Walmart, especially up here. There's your little hack. And the reason I know that is because I've seen a couple DGens storm in there at 9 in the morning and go straight for literally Molson cold shots. I'm like, wow. These guys figured out a fucking life hack.
Those are not good beers.
No, but they do the job if you're looking for a quick fix,
Definitely.
I guess.
I remember all the girls, Antonia being one of them, drinking those
I don't.
all the time.
I
in
remember
high
more
school.
guys drinking cold shots than I do girls, personally. In my
Really?
in my memory bank, yeah.
Really? I just remember, oh, what are you guys drinking? Cold shots. It's like, fuck, those are disgusting. But
My,
I'll shotgun one. Thanks.
I guess the whole appeal to them was higher percentage, right?
Yeah, higher percentage, and they were like a smaller can.
My brother-in-law has found these fucking. So Dab is a European beer.
Yep.
I'm sure you've seen it.
Yep.
It's pretty good. Like
Okay.
just off the
Never
shelf.
had it.
Yeah, it's like pretty standard European. It's
Gotcha.
It's fine. But they make a 7% and a 10% can. Tall boy. And like the difference in price is like cents.
Okay.
So like he'll just like, because he's young and cheap, he'll
Yeah.
like fucking go
Get
out
the high
and
percentage.
whatever he would usually drink in Dab regulars, he'd get the higher percentage. And
Yeah. Fucking. Now he's
level
golden.
a few of those into him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smart.
All right, buddy.
All right. Verdict is in. So for the Soul beers, I'm a 9-1.
I'm 8.8. And the only difference in there was just the smell. I was a full point below you on the smell, which
Yeah.
would've- otherwise we were pretty much bang on.
And we still are. They're still very, very close.
Yeah, I like this. I do. I wouldn't mind getting a few more beers to try, so we can build up the beer portfolio per
Do you
se.
want to just start doing beers for?
We can for a
the
little
next,
bit.
The
Yeah,
next like
sure.
month or so.
Grab a couple off the shelf. Yeah, that's fine with me.
Go till like our Christmas episode or something like that. All right,
Sure.
you heard it here first. Month of November's beer reviews.
There you go.
Yeah.
No sober November for us.
Nah, fuck that.
Maybe
Maybe we'll do another dry January.
I am doing a dry January.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
telling you right now.
Okay. So there might be a couple times where I might need to stay over. Maybe we can do it on a Saturday.
That's fine.
Ooh, speaking of Saturdays, do you want to do it next Saturday? I'll come a little early.
Yeah, let's just get it done. Then.
All right. Cool. If I didn't bring it up then, I would have.
I meant to mention after
Yeah.
anyway, so that's fine.
Cool.
Uh,
All right. You want to hear the rundown of this fucking fantasy shit that I'm going through?
yeah, I do.
All right. Me personally, for my team, made some moves. Had to. So Crosby's back.
Mm-hmm.
Been not playing for a while, so I had to bring him into my lineup. So I dropped Hurdle. Center. I think his thing is a center. You're a crazy person.
Fucking fruit flies.
Had to drop him. He was actually doing really well. He had 25 or 30 points, fantasy points, for the season.
Okay,
So he's up there.
but he's not Sidney Crosby.
He's not Sidney Crosby. Now here's my problem. I also have Barkov,
Okay,
only center. And then I have William Karlsson. I think it's William. Yeah.
yeah, from Vegas.
Only center. So I have 3 only centers.
Okay.
So last night I had to pick and choose who got to play.
Oh,
And,
shit.
like,
Because you
next
can only
week,
ice
I
how
can
many?
only-
2?
2, yeah.
Right.
2 for each position and then 4 defensemen.
And Hurdle was obviously only a center as well.
And no, he was center like left wing.
Oh, so you
So
maybe
I
should have
could-
kept him.
Yeah, but what am I going to do? Drop Crosby or drop Karlsson or Barkov?
I don't know what their points are. Are they
Yeah,
significantly higher than
Other than Crosby, because like last night was his first game.
Sure, but other than
Other than that,
like
everybody's
Hurdle in comparison to those two, he's
he-
not even close as far as points go.
close. But
Right. So if
at
there's
the-
an odd
I
man
think
out,
I think at the end of the season, these like Barkov and Karlsson will outperform them.
okay. So if there's an odd man out, it was him.
Yeah. Then so I did a last minute pickup. I had a guy. I think he went out or like his status was super iffy. So I'm like, fuck this. He's doing shit. I dropped him. Defenseman. Can't remember who. Picked up Muzzin. It's just pure panic. Then I'm like, fuck. Like Muzzin's dog shit right now. He's got like
yeah. Also,
2
he
points
doesn't
for the
really get
season.
points. He's not a big points guy. He's
And
more
then
of a
he scored,
defensive
And then he
defenseman.
scored.
He scored last night.
Yeah. Anyways, so Friday, dropped Muzzin, picked up Shattenkirk.
Okay.
Good pickup.
Yeah.
I think so.
He's a more offensive defenseman for sure.
I picked up Brandon Tanev on Seattle Kraken.
Phil McCracken.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you think of that team?
I don't really watch them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know how they're
forgot
doing.
they were here.
I don't even know how many wins or losses they have. I kind of forgot they existed.
I saw SEA beside this guy. I'm like,
Who the fuck?
what? I
Seattle.
totally forgot they were here.
But I've explained this before. Like, I don't watch. I'm not a hockey fan. I like the
no,
Leafs.
you're
right?
a Leaf fan, yeah.
So I won't watch other games, but I will watch, like, in comparison, like for soccer and shit.
Mhm.
I'll throw on the TV if there's soccer games on and watch other games.
It doesn't matter.
And I'm a massive Liverpool fan, but I would rather, like, I don't mind sitting and watching teams that I don't like.
Yeah.
Because I like watching soccer.
You're a soccer fan.
But I'm not a fucking hockey fan.
Gotcha.
Just
Okay.
yeah.
And then so
my knowledge of like how Seattle or anybody's really doing it, I know I pay more attention during playoff time. I guess that's about it.
And then I dropped Perron, Perron.
Yeah.
It picked up Alex Killorn, dude.
From Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm getting all this. Like, my team is absolutely stacked.
Yeah.
I'll show you the you can scroll through the lineup here after. Dude,
Are you killing it?
somebody dropped Mitch Marner.
Really? Tell me you picked him up.
Not yet. I can't. I'm at my max like add and drops for the week. You can only make 4 like adds to your team per week. And I hit that by, if I didn't make that stupid move by picking up Muzzin, because I literally dropped him the next day.
Fucking Marner.
I could have Marner right now. As of now, nobody's picked him up.
Why would someone drop Marner? Like, I know that they've had a rough start to the year, but
Only
he's still
9
gonna get
points.
his. But he's still gonna get his fucking points though.
Now, here's my problem. I'm gonna let you look at my team.
Mm-hmm.
Only problem with me picking up Marner is he's only right wing.
All right.
So the way I drafted this year was trying to get dudes that played left and right wing, or center left wing, center right wing, so that they played 2 positions, so that if I had multiple people, like the situation I'm in right now, do I play Barkov or Carlson? I'm not going to play Crosby.
Got it.
So like I now have to pick between the 2. Who do I think is going to perform better that
Also,
night?
you should look at how many games they have in the week, because like
a
team may only play like 2 games.
I can switch
the
each
week.
day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every day is a new day.
Fuck, that's exhausting.
It's really not, because you can hit like start active players, and
okay.
it'll start your
Automatically
week.
do
Yeah,
it.
it'll automatically do it, and then you just got to look for like the 2 days where there's a shit ton of games. So it's usually,
And then you adjust accordingly.
yeah, it's usually like a
Saturdays or Wednesdays.
Saturday
Yeah.
or Wednesdays are the days that you'll have,
Majority of the teams
if
in
not
play.
all your roster playing.
Yeah.
3/4 of them.
All right. So is there any guarantee that you're going to get Marner?
No, but I'm gonna try to on Monday if I can figure out who the fuck to draw.
All right. So I will say this: if you have an opportunity to get Marner,
Get him.
you put him on right wing, you leave him there all year.
Well,
Right?
Yeah.
He's like fucking
It's just I don't know who to drop. Like, look at my
Barkov,
team.
Crosby, Draisaitl. They have Draisaitl listed as a left wing as well.
Center left wing.
That's
yeah.
a fucking steal.
Yeah. That's why I grabbed him.
Tick to tuck. Lindholm.
Like, my team is absolutely stacked. And I lost my first week. It was a short week, though.
Lindholm or Tkachuk. That's easy.
Yeah, those
even,
two.
Even Tanev.
I
Like,
guess,
Tanev's
yeah,
a
I
left
just
wing, right
picked him
wing.
up.
Fucking dump Tanev and fucking pick up Marner and keep Tkachuk and Lindholm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think?
Oh, I think, but I don't know.
All
That's
right.
my
Let
2
me-
cents on the matter.
Let me do this for you here. Let's throw up season total.
Sure.
Don't look at Crosby. He had a shit game.
Yeah.
This is his first game back. Minus 0.6.
Jesus.
Like, my whole team's like, it's hard because they're all doing good and they're all great fucking players.
Is there a way to look at
Average?
like a year previous?
Yep.
Hang on, I'm
So
looking
if
right
you
now.
hit stats and then you can just scroll down on that.
I've got
And
it here. 2021 season.
yeah,
Okay, so
I don't understand how I walked out with the team I have. Again, got Crosby in like the 10th round of the draft.
Tkachuk's the man.
Yeah.
I think. I'm just going to double check Tanev right now.
I like Lindholm.
No,
well-
it's still Tanev.
Tanev?
Yeah,
I picked him up on Friday.
he had the lowest regular season points total out of Tanev, Lindholm, and Tkachuk, because that's really the 3 options that you have that you're going to drop.
Yeah.
He's projected at, I know projections don't really mean shit.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb shit.
He's projected at 193 points, and right now Tkachuk is projected over 200, and Lindholm's projected over 300.
Yeah.
So that's your man. Even though right now he technically has more points to the season,
Yeah.
don't worry about that. You want to look at like previous years.
Okay.
And he's on an expansion team, like who knows?
Yeah, but look at Vegas when they first came.
Yeah, absolutely.
They fucking
absolutely.
crushed it.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that he's going to light it up.
True.
That's
True.
all.
He's doing good right now, but who the fuck knows? All right. I got to ask
Halloween.
you. Yeah, Halloween.
Yeah.
You taking the little man out?
We're not going to take him out because he's very little.
I figured that was the case,
Yeah.
but I wasn't.
We're going to dress him up
I was going to say
for our
for
amusement.
For your amusement. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we'll dress him up.
What'd you get him?
He is an alligator.
I should have fucking known.
Yeah, he's an alligator.
He's got like alligator everything.
Yeah.
Did you get him an alligator floaty for the pool?
No, that's a good idea
Fuck, man.
for next year.
Yeah.
He's an alligator this year. That's what Antonio was working on when you.
Oh
rolled
fuck!
in.
I'm a fucking idiot. I just saw her sitting there like
Yeah.
sewing shit. I'm like,
And if he pukes on that, then we have a backup panda costume for him.
nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's sick.
Yeah, we're not gonna take him out. Because like even still, if we did, it'd be like 1 or 2 doors.
Yeah.
And he's not really gonna know what's going on. Next year will be good because he'll be right into it.
Yeah.
So we'll just dress him up for our own amusement, and maybe he'll be awake by the time a few kids start rolling around to the door and take him down and stuff. But
yeah. That's fucking cool.
yeah.
Do you think it's gonna be? I don't want to say busy, but like, you think you're gonna get a few kids?
So where I live is not on a sidewalk,
Oh yeah, you're on the opposite
and
side.
I'm also in between 2 streets.
Oh fuck!
So
you
it's
got,
not
like, the
even
worst house.
So it's not even like you could like start on a side that because
Yeah.
sidewalks don't necessarily matter to kids.
no,
But like you're not
Halloween.
gonna like cross the street to hit a row of 4 houses
Yeah.
off the sidewalk. But like if you wanted to do like this side of the street and it was all continuous, then you might go up and then down on the non-sidewalk side.
Yeah.
Last year we did not have too many. I also think that both of our neighbors went dark last year, so that also doesn't help, right?
But that was COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, but there's still kids going out.
Was there?
We had kids show up. We
Or
saw
was
kids on the
that-
street.
Was that?
Last year
no,
was a COVID. Yeah,
Last year was COVID.
was COVID for sure. And let's be honest, if you're scared of children showing up at your door to hand out candies, stay in the basement
No recollection.
and
of
lock
it.
the fucking doors. Like, it's fucking Halloween. Get some candy.
Turn
Turn your lights on and give some fucking candy to the kids.
All I remember from last year is me eating a shit ton of Halloween candy.
Well, that's always the problem, right?
Yeah.
I have
Did
to.
that last night.
I know. I buy it day of usually because
Otherwise, it's gone.
I crack
You got to
into
go
it.
back out the day of.
I
Anyways.
can't be trusted.
Yeah, me too. My dad brought back 3 boxes. I opened one. It's like, thanks.
How many kids are you guys getting in that town now? Because that town's not as young as it was, right? Used to
No,
be
definitely not.
Halloween fucking city.
I don't think. my
Where we grew up.
I don't think my parents did anything last year. I wasn't there. My dad's setting up today. He usually sets up day of. He doesn't like to leave it out.
Yeah.
Fucking do it the day of. It's not a fucking.
It's not an ordeal.
Have I ever showed you the 2 guys at the end of my street?
No, did they go all out?
It's like a competition who can spend the most money on dog shit. Fucking. It's not even.
It's kind of nice though.
No, but
But are they locked in a blood feud over it though?
I don't know.
Let's hope they are.
You would hope, but he does the same shit for Christmas. It's like it's not done like tastefully or like try to make it as scary as possible. It's like
just shit.
how many things can I put in my front lawn?
Got it. So it's not. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It
No.
doesn't follow a central theme. It's just like I need as much stuff as possible.
Look at I spent fucking too much money. I can just pay my mortgage. But I look at how many Halloween.
My kids are only eating
decorations
craft
I
dinner
have.
this month, but look at these
Yeah.
fucking Halloween decorations.
Like, it's so silly, man. I don't understand it. Like, I think like when we get a place or whatever, I'm gonna make that shit. I want to be the scariest fucking house on the fucking block.
You gonna do like a haunted garage or something like that too?
Nah, I'll just make the like front yard spooky and then set up a couple dummy things and then I'll
Be one of the dummies.
Be one of the dummies.
So you just sit there normally looking.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even need to put on a fucking costume.
No costume. They'll be like, look at that dummy.
Look at this fucking idiot. Oh, shit.
I have a fond recollection of my aunt and uncle growing up. Like, we're pretty big into like decorating their house for Halloween. And they did it in a fashion like it was all cohesive. It wasn't just like a pile of shit on their front lawn. Like, they usually got into it. And it was always like fun to go to their house because theirs was usually the most dressed up, like even in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It was pretty, it was fun. Stroll up, they had music playing. They had like tombstones on the thing. It's all dark. They had like some lighting.
Cool. Yeah. These guys play. It's literally who can put the most shit on their yard.
And they do the same at Christmas time. And it's just shit on their front yard.
It's just too much. It's like a giant fucking blown up Santa Claus. It's like, how much are you spending on electricity?
Those things aren't cheap.
One, they're not cheap to buy, but like, what's your electricity bill?
Just to run a pump all year?
At the end of the month? Like, fuck, man. Because it's like, I bet you they've been set up since after Thanksgiving. At Christmas, once this shit comes down, maybe like the second weekend in November, they'll be set up.
Mm-hmm.
What's your fucking electricity bill at the end of it? Because it's not like 2 lights. He's got the blow up Santa. He's got another blow up like fucking Rudolph. It's like, dude, like, what are you spending? Never mind like the cost of the actual thing. What's your bill like at the end of the month?
Like, what's the overall cost?
Like, fuck.
It's not as much as you would think.
But still,
it's
like
something to do.
Fuck. It's like, what's that fucking movie?
Christmas Vacation?
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
It fucking blows the fuse.
I went to school with a girl in public school whose father did their house up like Christmas Vacation.
No way.
Lights on the roof. You've never seen anything like this in your life.
Crazy.
Man. I've never seen anything like that to this day in person.
Yeah.
Now, there's always like, you'll like catch on the news like around Halloween time or Christmas time, like this person has the most decorated house in the city or whatever, right? It was like a fucking Clark Griswold thing. And her dad unfortunately passed away when we were in public school. And he was the one that did it, but the neighbors would have to black out their windows during the month, like the Christmas months. It was that bright. It was absurd.
Holy
it was fucking,
shit.
It was something insane. I don't know how the fuck he did it. Like,
good for him.
Have at it. And it
that
wasn't
shit I think is hilarious.
I thought it was
just
funny.
Fucking toss too many lights on your house.
Yeah.
That's
the
funny.
house was like a fucking glowing fucking orb.
But my whole thing is like, why do you need... Like, the guy probably has fucking Santa's sleigh and fucking every reindeer in the fucking book on his front lawn.
Yeah, see, the front lawn shit, I don't really like that much. If you want to, but if you want to like throw like far too many lights on your house, I'm fine with that.
Cool.
I don't mind at all.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
have fun.
Oh man,
fuck. But yeah, this place was fucking preposterous.
Oh shit,
yeah, I loved it.
That's awesome. I liked it when like when technology started to pick up and stuff when we were younger. And people were like syncing their lights to music. And for like, I don't know, maybe an hour, they'd have like 3 songs play and it'd like rotate and the lights would like be synchronized to the music. You ever seen that shit?
I have. I think I know what you're talking about.
You see it online all the time.
People are, I know what you're taling about. I haven't seen it. Like I've seen videos of it.
I've seen video.
I haven't like seen in my neighborhood. I haven't seen it.
No.
That's like, honest, that's some dedication.
Yeah, that's that rich that goes, yo, fuck. Hey man, can you synchronize all my lights?
Can you synchronize this to Rough Riders Anthem by DMX?
No, you gotta do DMX doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
He does do. There is a version of that, right? Yep. It's fucking it's so good.
It's amazing.
Oh, I miss DMX.
Oh shit.
Poor motherfucker. All right, well then let's stick with the Halloween theme. I was going to ask you a dumb question because we're going to do CJ answers this week.
Yeah.
So this is going to be everyone's favorite segment because I'll shut up and let CJ explain his thing. Again, for those wondering what CJ answers is, I'm going to ask CJ a question, and he's going to have to explain something, and I have to judge whether he did a satisfactory job of doing it. Okay. I'm judge, jury, and executioner.
Fuck. I'm getting executed most weeks.
I will shut up and let him explain his full point. When you're done, you can say,
I finished.
conclude the rest of
I
my time or
conclude.
whatever the fuck you want to do. You can just say I'm done. That's it.
I might just walk out.
Yeah, and I will.
You can finish the podcast.
No thing. So and you have to argue your point explicitly, right? Because
Fuck.
you have to like explain why it is what you think it is. So, is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween or Christmas movie?
Halloween, 100%. The fucking creepy ass fucking characters. It's a creepy fucking movie. Now, to be fair, haven't watched it
In your life?
in my life.
Oh my god!
Never watched it. But to that point, when I was younger, Halloween never crossed my mind that I would put that movie on in Christmas time. Christmas time is supposed to be all full of joy, fucking fun, family. I'm putting on Santa Claus 3, motherfucker. If not, I'm starting with 1, 2, then 3. I'm not putting on Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a fucking nightmare. It's fucking Halloween, man. I think Audrey would argue with that. I think she considers it a Christmas movie. That's one of her like favorite movies, and I've still yet to watch it. Yeah, there's nothing to argue here. That is a fucking Halloween movie. Changed my mind.
I think you're probably right. So I would say that was a satisfactory answer. You live to live another day.
Fuck. I thought I was getting executed.
I wish you'd seen it though, because
Maybe we can watch it one day.
you should watch it today.
Maybe I'll watch it when I watch The Last Samurai.
You don't need to watch The Last Samurai. You could probably.
Bring that up with Rob every time.
We have a friend that's obsessed with that movie.
It's too old.
It's totally just
Too
a movie.
dated.
It's just a movie. You should watch Nightmare Before Christmas, but I think you're right. I've been thinking about it. Is it a Halloween or Christmas movie? And I would lean more towards it's definitely a Halloween movie. Because the guy discovers how much he loves Halloween and doesn't want to do Christmas.
Oh, hang on, wait. They talk about Halloween? They're fucking creepy ass fucking dudes. It's a Halloween movie.
Fair enough.
Come on.
I liked your answer as it says Nightmare Before Christmas. It doesn't say Joyful Christmas or anything like that. Fair enough.
The moment I realized Christmas is fantastic.
Yeah. But in that movie, he realized that Christmas is terrible because it's joyful and fantastic.
Yeah, it's not a Christmas dream.
And they want the terribleness.
Yeah.
Even their Christmas was fucked. You should watch it. It's a really good movie.
Okay.
It's like got some fun songs. Are you scared of it?
No.
CJ's going to answer another question. Are you terrified of watching this movie? You just haven't gone around to it.
Yeah. Like by the time I was like,
watch it today. It's Halloween.
Everybody's watched this movie and they're talking about it.
It lost its appeal for you?
Maybe I'll get around to it.
Sure.
But like everybody's seen it. Fuck it. I'll get the Coles notes.
You're just being a contrarian now.
It's like it just never appealed to me.
Check it out. Especially if your wife likes it. Fucking
Fuck.
definitely watch it.
Well, if she wants to watch it, I'll watch it. She's not going to bring it up.
Is she working today?
No, she's at her parents.
Go back to your parents.
I might
know
just
you're
go
gonna play
home
hockey.
after this.
All right, then go home and watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, I'm probably going to go home and edit the fucking podcast.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, shit.
I guess that's it for fucking Halloween
So,
shit.
hang on. Now, what do you consider it as?
Well, I would say I
Were you on the fence prior to my...
up until no, you didn't really sell me on it. I will try to get you to sell me on something before, but I think if you had seen the movie, you'd be able to sell it a little bit better.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
And I didn't know that, or else I would have asked you such a
that's
stupid
fine.
fucking question.
Yeah,
But-
idiot.
Fucking, I'll be sitting on your front lawn also as a dummy. Yeah, there's two dummies on that front
Yeah.
lawn.
Why does one have whiskey and the other have beer?
I have been thinking about it because I've been like singing their fucking songs in my head for like 2 weeks. I guess like in the Halloween spirit, and I think it is a Halloween movie.
100%.
Yeah, it does travel very hard into the Christmas territory, but it's not a Christmas film. It's a Halloween film. Oh, he's got the Google box out now.
Yeah. I'm just doing
Are you seeing what Google says? Is it a Halloween or Christmas movie?
Dude, it was released before Halloween. It's a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
It was released.
It was not. Don't read that. Don't
Wait,
read that.
that's
2007.
not right.
That's not right. That movie came out in 1994.
Yeah. No, what the fuck did it just give me?
Type in original release date, because maybe that's like a Blu-ray or like an extended version. There you go.
It's a
It
Halloween
came out.
movie.
Yeah, it's a Halloween movie.
Literally, October 29th.
You're absolutely right.
It probably released on a Friday.
1993. That movie's as old as us. Holy shit.
Yeah. We're as old as the movie. Actually, I'm
older
older
than the movie.
Yeah, we both are.
Bitch ass movie.
Yeah, you old fuck. You're older than me. Yeah, no. October 29th, 1993. Wait.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Limited. Oh, it came out like 2 weeks, but it was like limited theaters.
Oh.
It was it's a fucking Halloween.
Yeah, you're right. Because if that
movie.
got released in like November or December, it would be a Christmas
It's a
movie.
Christmas
but if they
movie.
released it in October
They
and they
legit
put it out
released
like on as close to Halloween as they possibly could,
Yeah, my guess is
that was probably a Thursday before Halloween.
Thursday or a Friday.
Pull up-
I don't know how they
Pull up October 1993 calendar. I'll bet it's a Thursday because that's usually when they put out movies.
Can't I?
No, just Google it. Be faster. Or you're just gonna do the scroll.
Nope. That takes way too long.
Yeah.
1993.
October calendar.
It's fucking listening, man.
Of course it is. They're trying to sell you advertisements.
True.
So what day was
Friday.
the 29th? It was Friday. Sorry.
Friday. Again, like I think nowadays.
You know what's funny is that this is actually following on the exact same as this year. 28 years later. Halloween's on a Sunday this
shit.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Fuck.
calendar matched up.
Crazy.
Crazy shit.
Crazy.
This is some crazy shit we have going on here.
So
yeah,
for those of you,
that does answer the question.
Yeah,
So you know
so-
what? Fucking, that's a very good answer then. Oh fuck! Almost sent the
we're
fucking
both
whole
trying
thing.
to fucking yard sale this shit
Sent
today.
the whole fucking works flying.
Yeah. So for those of you at home that think this is a fucking Christmas movie, eat shit. Because it's a fucking Halloween movie.
He's right. He is
It
right.
was fucking released October 29th, 1993.
Yeah, I think you nailed it.
Intended for Halloween.
Definitely. There's no way around it.
Nope. Nothing to argue anymore. Who needs to be convinced?
Sounds like just Audrey, but you
Maybe.
can sort that out with her
I don't
later.
know. Yeah. She might be on the fence. I could be lying. Who knows? Okay. Did you guys ever were you guys ever like huge Halloween people? And I'm speaking for like both you and Antonia.
She was for sure.
Yeah.
She like always made her costumes with her mom. She got right
made
in.
them. Fuck.
She got right into Halloween. I was always kind of like, I was sorting out what I was
Night
going to
of
be for
drinking?
Halloween. Like even as a kid, it was like, oh, I'll figure it out the week of. But some people got really into it.
Yeah.
If I'd slap something together last minute, that was mostly my style.
Yeah, same.
And then, yeah.
If there was something I had like in my mind early because somebody had brought it up,
sure.
I might have gone out and bought it or ordered it early, but I never really.
Well, this is how big a Halloween guy I was. So I think this probably answers the question. I carved my very first pumpkin ever last night.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. That was like that was just a family thing we did growing up.
Well, I was neglected.
My dad, I shouldn't say loved, he loves carving pumpkins.
Your dad also grows pumpkins too.
Yeah, if
he's
you
an
guys ever
expert
need
pumpkin
something,
grower.
You guys should just let me know.
Yeah, but it's also like it's nice to take the little guy, go to the pumpkin patch, do the whole experience.
You guys can literally drive to the cottage and cut them off the vine.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds cooler.
Okay,
I didn't know that was an option.
it's always an option.
I didn't know that they grow on vines. Makes sense on their stump.
Yeah,
Do they grow out of the, like you plant them in the ground and they grow a vine and then they work their way out?
I think so. Yeah,
Creepy fucking plants.
yeah. My dad actually had a pretty decent turnout this year. Yeah, if you want to take them, yeah, go to the fucking cottage. Take fucking 10 if you want.
Well, I don't need 10 pumpkins.
Well, you needed 5. Or did they bring their own?
They brought their own.
Oh, good for them.
Anyway, no, I was
shit.
never like super into Halloween. I do like scary movies though.
Yeah,
So I
know that.
did like around Halloween time there would always be like a channel that would do like Like, scary movies are like all through the month of October.
Spike used to do it, I think.
There's just a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like AMC and shit. I don't really recall all of them. Now, some of those movies are terrible and some are good, but whatever. I didn't mind. I flicked them on.
It is what it is.
Went after it. But yeah. I was, so you guys never went too crazy on Halloween?
No, for me, it was more like my dad used to set up a lot. I would always go out trick-or-treating and all that shit. And then once we hit like high school or whatever, it was like parties.
Yeah.
Maybe hit a couple houses with a bag full of beer on the way just to get a quick little snack. But other than that, yeah, just like parties, whatever.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of years where I'm like, fuck it, I'll stay home this year, and I sat outside the house and scared the shit out of people, but because we have like a scarecrow that we usually sit on a chair, so I sat beside the scarecrow and I put like the hay
in your hands,
in my hands, so and like pulled my hands in the shirt, and then they'd fucking walk up and they'd start touching. Like I had one kid like reach for my face and was like, "Ah!"
You must have scared the fuck out of him.
Shit his pants for sure. Had to go home and change costumes for sure.
There is something about scaring people that is it's way too so much fun.
There was a house we used to live by the metro, and in like a cul-de-sac, in one of the houses there, kids were like older, and one kid used to just sit in the car and lay the seat down, and usually when you were walking out after getting your candy, he'd fucking sit up.
Pop up.
Yeah. Fuck. I never went to that house.
Because he got you once. You're like, fuck that.
No, I just heard stories. I'm like, I'll pass. I don't need candy that bad.
Have you ever been like a haunted house kind of guy going to like
I fucking hate them.
I hate those things too.
Hate them.
I'm a big time fucking coward when it comes to those.
I almost punched a dude in the face.
Really?
Just reaction.
Just like instant like.
Yeah. And my hand went up and I almost hit him. So Audrey loves that shit. I've done the Wonderland twice. And then her dad wanted to go down. We were in like fucking grade 11. And he wanted to do the one down at by the CNE. I forget what it's called, but it's supposed to be like the scariest fucking haunted houses in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that. Fuck that.
Scary as fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're long, too.
Like 10, 15 minutes to get through some of them.
The fucking thing is, everybody's so fucking scared shitless.
You're moving
like,
slower.
You go first. You go first. It's like, I didn't even want to come. You guys go. I'll wait out here. Fuck you guys.
I don't even want to be
first. Here. Like, fuck.
I went into the scariest haunted house in Canada, allegedly, is in Niagara. I think it's called Screamers.
Oh, yeah. That's where we went, but it was in Toronto one year.
Okay, they moved it here.
Yeah, it was, you know where Beer Fest was?
Yep.
Yeah, it was
so it's
like
literally on the CNE grounds.
Yeah, it was like in that vicinity in one of the buildings.
So they have a permanent building in Niagara, like
really?
like in Clifton Hill, like the touristy area and stuff. There's a bunch of haunted houses on Clifton Hill and Niagara.
Those suck ass.
Some of them do apparently. Some of them are good, but
sure.
apparently Screamers is like world renowned or some shit.
Screamers.
It's right across from the old casino. It's like right there. It's right on the main strip. Yeah.
Damn. Maybe I'm just fucking clueless, but we used to go every year and I never saw it.
I'm sure it's Screamers. Like I don't think I'm mixing this up.
Do they set up like once a year, or is it set up like all year?
All year.
Damn.
It's a permanent location.
I'm probably just fucking an idiot and just don't see it.
Well, it's also like if you're walking up Clifton Hill, I'm sure you've seen like Dracula's haunted house and like the Frankenstein one. It's not on that street.
Okay.
But if you're down the bottom and you were to go, if you're looking up Clifton Hill and the old casino's at your back,
right?
It's just on the right. It's just like kind of right there.
Shit.
But it's not like, it's kind of it's not really out of the way per se. It's there.
It's there.
But most people just walk up and down Clifton all day.
Yeah.
So unless you were to deviate, you wouldn't have ever run into it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we went in, and we were in there for maybe 5 minutes before we were expelled from the building.
Why? What happened?
One of our friends got so scared that he fell to the ground and kicked a man in the face. And then you're not like they're very explicit. Like you don't touch the performers or actors,
and they don't touch you.
And they don't touch you.
Yeah.
But we weren't.
He fell to the ground,
freaking out, and kicked a man in the face. So you go through this tunnel. So it was like we walked in and it was pitch black, and it took us forever just to get it would have taken us honestly probably an hour to get through this place, and it's supposed to take like 15 minutes. But we were drunk. We were terrified because all of us are fucking pussies when it comes to this shit. 23?
Okay.
24.
Young.
I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing now. Like I would struggle to go through it.
Same.
Unless my son really wanted to go, then I'd have to like be tough to go through it with him.
Don't worry, son. I got this.
Fuck. I hope he doesn't like it.
Hope he screams first.
Yeah. But so it's like pitch black through the hallway and like shit, like you bump into stuff and it scares you. And then you come to this tunnel where they make you have to like either duck down or crawl through it. It's just like this little thing. And then when you stand up on the other side, there's a dude wielding a chainsaw at your ankles.
Oh,
he like pops up and he's like trying to get at your ankles. So I guess you're supposed to naturally just like run away or move through.
Yeah.
Instead, we all just stood there and screamed. One of our friends fell to his back, freaking out. I don't even know if he even got to stand up. Maybe he came through the tunnel last or something.
Yeah.
And then the guy started wielding the chainsaw and he kicked the man in the face.
Fuck.
Like freaking
Turn
out.
on all the lights and fucking.
So we like round the corner and the guy's like, "You guys are out. Like you're kicked out." And he had a flashlight and shit like that. And we thought it was part of the fucking thing. We were so freaked out and so fucking stupid. We thought it was like a bit. Like it was part of like, oh no, this guy's gonna like take us into here and then he's gonna scare us even more.
He's gonna rape and
He's
murder
like, "Get the fuck out! You guys are kicked out. Like you can't touch the performer." They stayed open to let us go through too. I'm sure they fucking regret that. Dude went home with a fucking broken nose, probably. Poor bastard.
Fuck, man. I think like. I don't know. I think that's just a hazard of the job because, like, again, it's like instant reaction sometimes.
It's like primal for some people.
Yeah.
Fight or flight, right?
Yeah,
so
man.
Some people take off. Some people are like just fucking clock someone.
Yeah. And I've seen videos of it happening all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, this guy just like scares these dudes. And it's like,
I saw a dude pop out of a garbage can at a guy. And the guy just fucking like instantly just like fucking clawed him like right on the jaw and just fucking slept him. And it's his buddy. Like his buddy was just trying to scare his friend and just fucking knocked him unconscious. Just like, "Wah!" And just a clean like boom.
Just got him in the right fucking
guy
spot.
just crumples into a garbage can.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, that shit's hilarious. I love that shit.
I like watching it. I don't want to be in that situation.
No, neither do I. But
I tell you
will
what
laugh every time if you show me.
I ain't
those
hitting nobody. I'm fucking taking off down the road. That's for sure. I'm fucking. I know I can run fast.
Quick 100-meter dash.
I'm out of here.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, you want to do Chris predicts?
Yeah, let's do it.
All
I don't actually have. Yeah. All right. Do the intro.
Chris predicts. Dun, 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 dun.
It is wizard time. I don't think I have any because we're recording this on a Sunday. So we'll catch up last week's predictions and this week's predictions maybe next week. But NFL Sunday week 8 was the last I predicted, and those games are happening right now, or some of them haven't even started.
Week 8?
Week 8 I did last week.
Okay.
And I did EPL match day 10.
Okay.
Which some of those actually I think most of those games are done now. I could probably tell you how I did last week. I'll tell you what, I don't think it was good.
Oh, fuck. Another bad week?
Well, we'll find out.
We had a rough week. What, 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, friends. Match week 10, I predicted Leicester would beat Arsenal. Arsenal beat Leicester.
Oh, fuck.
Liverpool and Brighton tied, so I got that one wrong. Palace beat City, so I got that one wrong.
Not off to a
United
good start.
did beat Spurs. Let's see. Watford lost to Southampton, so I got that one wrong. Chelsea did beat Newcastle. Burnley and Brentford did not tie. Then there's games on right now. I got so that leaves Leeds, West Ham, Wolves, and Everton. 3 more games to go. I picked Leeds would beat Norwich. They're currently beating them. And then I got a draw and a win. coming up. So we'll wrap that one up. But right now I'm looking at 2 correct predictions. So I'm hoping these last 3 come in to kind of save my ass a little bit.
Yeah,
but
football doesn't start till 1.
yeah, like we'll catch that one up next week too. But I have the next week's predictions though.
You want to? Do you have the NFL shit?
Yep, I got it all written out.
Fuck yeah.
Already predicted.
Fuck yeah.
Let's do NFL Sunday Week 9. Again, these are just the Sunday games.
Yeah.
The Raiders will beat the Giants. The Saints are beating the Falcons. The Bills are beating the Jags. The Browns are beating the Bengals. The Patriots are beating the Panthers. I'm going to take CJ's Cowboys to beat the Broncos because apparently he's got an affinity for Cowboys.
Yep.
And I don't think it's the football team. The Ravens will
Love
beat the
me a
Vikings.
dude that can ride a horse.
Yeah, and your cock. Dolphins are going to beat the Texans. Eagles are beating the Chargers. The Packers are going to beat the Chiefs. Cardinals are beating the 49ers, and the Rams are beating the Titans. We'll sort those out next week. Okay, EPL Week 11. I'm an idiot for sure. I haven't picked a single draw.
That's fine. How many draws have been happening lately?
It's hard to say. Sometimes there's one. Like, you usually have 2 to 3, I would say, on average.
Really, eh?
Yeah. First
Seems
week,
like
I don't
a
think
lot.
there was a draw.
I don't watch soccer, though, so I couldn't really...
Well, like, that's only, like, anywhere from 10 to 30% of the games end in a draw. It's not very many.
No. Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, let's hear it.
All right, Southampton at home to Villa. Villa's not impressed me as much as as I thought they would. Southampton's kind of surprised me, but they're also shit. This is a hard game to pick. I'm taking Southampton just because they're at home. And then we have the Manchester Derby, Manchester United versus Manchester City. And City is going to mop the fucking floor with United. They're in shambles right now. And they just got fucked by Liverpool 5-0 last week. That's Liverpool's biggest rival.
Sounds like the Leafs last Saturday.
Getting fucking drubbed 7-1. Yeah. Chelsea's going to be Burnley. Crystal Palace versus Wolves. Palace are at home. Palace have been playing well, and they just but this is the thing. They just beat Manchester City at home this week. Which means they're probably going to lose in a shitty fashion to Wolves at home. But they've been getting some decent results. So I'm going to ride with them this week. So Palace is going to beat Wolves. Brentford's going to beat Norwich. Brighton will beat Newcastle. Everton will beat Spurs. And Leicester will beat Leeds because Leeds, I think Leeds might get relegated. I don't know. They don't seem quite right to me.
Yeah.
Arsenal's going to beat Watford, and Liverpool away in London will beat West Ham. So there's your Chris predicts. And by that point, the World Series should be wrapped up. And by the way, I picked the Astros, who are losing 3-1. So
nice. Fuck yeah, we're doing great.
There was
doing
also
great.
some UFC last night that I just did a Betway boost on.
Oh, I didn't know there was a UFC last night.
Yeah, I forgot about it myself. It wasn't like the biggest card.
Wasn't a big, yeah, okay.
I did a Betway boost. I was like 3.5 to 1. And so I'm like, I'll throw $10 on that. Seems about right. These are all people I'd pick anyways. And I lost that one. So,
all right. On a happier note, crypto's been fucking booming.
It's true. You should invest in crypto and not my predictions.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. We'll talk off air. I'm not going to talk about it on here.
CJ's a millionaire.
Almost.
Are you? Are you retired yet?
Yeah, I wish. Fuck. I can't wait to be retarded.
You're already retarded.
Oh, I want to talk to you because I meant to bring this up earlier. What are your thoughts on this Morgan Riley signing?
First,
what was it, 7 years?
8 years.
8 years.
First thought is, it seemed like a bit of an overpay. And I like Morgan Riley.
Okay.
But I guess he kind of got market value. I heard that through the earphones.
Yeah, it was weird. Stupid fucking fantasy. Transactions have been processed. Okay, cool. Doesn't regard me.
I like Morgan Riley. He's the longest serving Leaf. He obviously wants to be a Leaf forever. That's why he signed the deal. 7.5. I guess he probably would have gotten at least that as an unrestricted free agent this summer.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere like 8.5. Because apparently, three defensemen signed this year for $9 million.
Jesus.
Seth Jones was one of them. They're throwing around some cash on some defensemen. So maybe in the long run, this is a good deal as far as like the average number. But the problem is the Toronto Maple Leafs now have 59% of their salary cap on 5 players.
Yikes.
So 60% of their salary cap is on 5 players. That's a big problem.
Do you think the NHL will ever go to what is it, like baseball where there isn't a salary cap?
They used the lockout in 2004 was to introduce a salary cap because there never used to be one in the NHL.
Yeah, no.
Do I see a point where they go back to no salary cap? No fucking way.
Really?
No way. But is there a day maybe where the NHL has enough revenue coming in that their salary cap is
more
150 million? You know?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, the salary cap's like fucking 85 or 90 million. It's relatively low.
Yeah, but
so the Leafs now have 60% of their fucking thing tied up in 5 players. So something's got to give. I don't think it's going to work. That's more my thing.
Somebody's leaving.
See. Somebody that rhymes with Mitch Marner is leaving. I'd say he's going to be
at the end of the season.
We'll see. I don't know. Or they're going to try and make it work. Like Riley's money doesn't count for shit right now because he's still on a deal. So his money doesn't kick in until next year.
Yeah, right. Correct.
So we'll see. And again, I like Morgan Riley. The fact that he wants to be a Leaf is good. He's been here forever.
I like Riley too.
He's a leader on the team. 7.5. I guess it's market value. The only reason I think people get fucked up about the number is because we have 11. So that's 33. 40 million committed to 4 players.
Fuck.
And that's about half your salary cap because the salary cap is I think it's 85. It's in the 80s. And COVID did not help because the salary cap stayed stationary where all these teams that signing these deals, hoping that the cap goes up X amount every year. So by the time we're in year 3 of this deal, it's really not going to be, they're not going to have 50% of the team.
Yeah.
But obviously not the case. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I wanted to bring that up.
They'll figure it out.
I saw it the other day when it happened. And I just wanted to see what your opinion was.
If the cap doesn't take a big jump, I think it's going to be a problem. But
100%. When you have
cool with Marner,
when you have half your salary over 5 fucking players,
more than half now, 60%, crazy shit, wild even.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you can't make a fucking team work off of 5 fucking players.
I don't think so.
Although I did see a funny little comparison. It was like Edmonton with Duncan Keith. Was it Keith? I think so. And they're 5-0, and then it's like Chicago without Keith, and they're 0-5. Or whenever he left,
also rebuilding, and they're also now.
I just thought that was hilarious.
And they're also now mired in that fucking sexual assault fucking thing. You seen any of this?
No. Maybe we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, because it's a fucking can of worms. There's been a lot of heads rolling.
Really?
Huge fines. We'll talk about next week then.
Yeah, let's talk about it next week. I'll do a little research myself.
All right.
Mail.2seasonapod@gmail.com. 2seasonapod on Facebook, YouTube. Like always, thanks for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. And we'll see you guys next week. We're out.
Bye-bye.
Deuces.